you're funny.
Like I said, do you like my tail?
Like I said.
And we're back for another live episode of, actually it's not live, but it is Iron Rage, and Lee Priest is here, and Jimmy the Bull might be joining us. We're only a couple weeks out from the Olympia. Lee, are you ready to travel all the way to the United States?
Yes. Well, it's the first here, and I leave on the 15th, so in 2 weeks I'll be going. My wife's I've got her locked away. She's got COVID, so she's not allowed out of the room.
Now, you have not gotten COVID from her, I'm assuming.
No, because like I was saying, and I said, I spray Glen 20 on everything, and this is what I do. You know, Trump made a joke about injecting bleach or when he said it, but you spray enough Glen 20 in the air, then you go like this, Dave, and now, you breathe it in.
I have to stop you. I have to stop you because I think a lot of our viewers are going to think you're talking about clenbuterol, 20 microgram. You're not. You're talking about a cleaning solution. I just want to make this very clear.
Yeah, Glen 20. It's like kills 99.9% of all bacteria. And the thing is, when you spray it and breathe it, you can taste it. So I figured if someone's smoking and you breathe in smoke, it goes in your lungs. So if I spray this Glen 20 bacterial spray and I go, it goes in my lungs and kills the COVID. That's a new thing.
Well, maybe the actual vaccines, the four sticks you've gotten actually work for you. So,
she's. I think she's gone through the worst of it now. The last few days, she was the cold shivers, the aches and pains, and I just loaded her up on cold tablets, and then she was still complaining. So I give her some Valium and say, "Go in your room and be quiet."
Yeah. Where did you get it? Where'd she get it? Work?
Yeah, I think so, because one of her friends at work who visits her every day to have a smoke break with, she comes home, she goes, "Oh, Kathy's got COVID." Then a couple of days later, I got COVID. I'm like, well, stay away. Well, come to think of it, Dave, I got up early this morning, and since last night, since I gave her the cold and flu medication and the Valium, I haven't heard from her. I should check. Maybe she's dead.
Probably be a good idea to check on it. The sad part or the scary part is that there's an incubation period. So probably if you're going to get it, it's going to be over the next couple of days, right?
Well, she's had it for 4 and I still haven't got it. So you think I would have been incubating by now? You
might get it tomorrow for all we know, but I hope you don't.
But the thing is now here in Australia, there's no, like, even if I got friends that work in the hospital, and they said, even if you got it, even if you haven't got it bad, just come to work with a mask on. So there's no downtime anymore. It's just like we treat it like a cold now.
Yeah, isn't it weird? Like, right. What happened to the isolate and all these, it seems like everyone forgot all the rules that they made up, 2 years ago.
Remember, it was so deadly, Dave. Oh, be careful. It's killing people, dropping dead. But now the radio's like, oh, no, if you haven't got it bad, you can still carry on just as if you got a cold and a flu, like it fucking really is. So fucking hell.
Yeah, but you know what? At the same time, if I see someone walking around with a mask, I go the other way because I know what that means. It probably means they have COVID,
If I see someone with a mask, I just think they're a fucking idiot. Especially, well, the other day I'm out walking my dogs, right? So I'm walking the dogs. I'm in a park, a huge park.
Yeah.
And across the other side of the park in the oval is a woman walking her dog with a mask on. And I'm like, you're in the middle of the park by yourself with a fucking mask. Well, what the fuck are you going to catch?
Well, maybe she has COVID, and maybe that's why she's trying.
Yeah, but you're still by yourself in the middle. Like if you go to a shopping center, I understand, put it on. But if you're in the middle of fucking nature, what the fuck?
I remember traveling maybe it has to be 8-9 years ago, and I remember seeing these Asian women on the airplane with these masks.
Always.
And I didn't know what the freak they were doing. But they've been doing masks in China for a long time because they had that what would they have there? SARS? Not SARS. They had that
bird flu or fucking chicken pox.
Avian. They had a bunch of crazy viruses there already. So that's like part of their whole culture already.
So what you're saying, everything comes from China, Dave. Is that what you're saying?
The China flu, like Trump said, it's a China flu. Yeah.
That's the China flu. Well, now I see Trump because Trump just had dinner with Kanye.
Yeah,
It's like
yay.
Trump.
Yeah.
The news here is in America on the news too. Trump holds white supremacist dinner. Oh yeah, because Kanye looks like he's the head of the fucking clan. It's like, and look, I understand too. People got mad when Kanye said, "I'm going DEFCON free on the Jews," but he was talking about the Jews that run the music industry that have ripped off him and his friends. And okay, in the beginning when he goes, "I'm going DEFCON free on the Jews," people go, "Oh, all the Jews." But then once he comes out and he explains what he meant, why are we still fucking going on about it?
Because we're in this crazy culture where you can't say anything. Look, I'm Jewish. I wasn't offended. I don't think that, but although he is, I heard that he is a Holocaust denier. I don't know if that's true or not. Someone told me that.
Well, isn't there some people too that there was some guy, the guy who was also there with the dinner, he's not a Holocaust denier, but they're saying he is. But the guy they also had dinner with, he just questions the number that were killed. But then I watched this documentary the other day. I can't remember the name of it, where, you know, where the showers were, where they said they went in and they got gassed.
Yeah.
The people that went in after and they like carbon dated these showers and the gas things, they were like carbon dated to a couple of years after when it was meant to have happened. So who the fuck knows? Yeah,
Dorian thought it was he thought they had like a country club there. He said they were.
But I still don't understand why Hitler gets all the attention when Stalin and there's been other people that killed a lot more than fucking.
Well, yeah, exactly. Because you know. Yeah.
And wasn't Hitler too? Hitler, what's his name? Was it Goebbels? Who wrote Mein Kampf? The guy that was the propaganda.
Hitler wrote Mein Kampf.
I don't think he wrote Mein Kampf. Well, what's the other book? Because when you go back, I was watching the same documentary. When Hitler was in jail, his cellmate was the guy that became his propaganda guy, who was paid for by the Rothschild. So
it's always those jailhouse fucking connections you make that always go on to bigger and better things, right?
So what book did you write when you come out of jail, Dave?
Yeah, I wrote the Perfect Prison Handbook. Everyone, if you ever go to jail, I teach you how to work.
Oh, that's right. You did, didn't you? Like how to survive.
Yeah.
Put fucking super glue on your asshole or something.
Oh my God.
I was watching After Hours, and like sometimes now, Dave, I try and watch it, but I liked it when it was just other people. Oh my God, look who it is.
Look who joined us. We have a bone to pick with you, Jimmy.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear us?
Thank God.
we got a bone to pick with you, Pellechia.
Oh shit!
I heard you haven't booked your flight to Vegas yet.
Yeah, he's procrastinating.
He's not going, Lee. I guarantee it. I can see the look in his face already.
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'm just really just trying to see where work is going, because for some reason.
What's today's date? The 30th. He was supposed to come down. He was supposed to come to Florida in November. He's got about 12 hours left in November.
That's right. He's meant to be driving. He's meant to be driving the boat down to Florida.
Yeah.
You guys got me. I know, man. I'm bad.
Jimmy,
I am bad.
Jimmy, look. Jimmy, I'm going to be there from the 15th to the 21st. There's a weekend in there somewhere. You can get out there. You can get out there on the 17th to the 21st. Tell your boss you got fucking COVID. You can't drive the shitty truck.
Hold on. I'm gonna write this down.
Lee, give him your wife's failed COVID test, and then he can turn that into his boss. You know.
Wait. December 15th. Lee, what? December 15th to what?
To the 21st. I've only given it to you 200 times, Jimmy.
You know what's going to happen? Lee's going to have.
I've even given Jimmy the fucking hotel
This
details.
is the whole scenario, Lee. Yeah, this is the scenario. Lee actually probably has COVID, but it's like he has so many vaccinations that he doesn't actually. He's only a carrier of it. And when he goes down to Vegas, he's going to give the COVID to Jimmy, who will then get a full-blown case of it.
Well, Jimmy, I told Jimmy we got this nice suite. It's got a kitchen. We can do cooking videos. We can do this.
There you go.
It's got a washer and dryer. We can have.
I'm seriously going to try to make it, Lee. I have my friend Josh, who's who could book my flights for me, and
You've been saying this for 2 months, Jimmy. You've been saying this for fucking 2 months.
In the immortal words of Yoda from Star Wars,
yeah, I know how bad.
try not, only do. There's no try.
Well, I got to see now because the 15th is a Thursday, right, Lee?
But that's when I'll be there. But look, you can come out on the Friday, Saturday. I'm going to be there to the Tuesday, Jimmy. So
Yeah, right. Yeah. So I got to
It's
get
not
back.
like you want to watch the show or anything like Jimmy or anything like that. No. I'll tell you what, Jimmy. When they go to the show,
I'm not going to watch the show.
All right, Jimmy, listen. This is what we're going to do. When they go watch the show,
right,
I'm going to get you tickets to Chris Angel's show.
Really?
Okay? Because he's a friend of mine, and I do his diet.
Good. I saw Chris Angel. I went backstage with him.
He's got a new one. Yeah, I'm gonna get you backstage with him too, Jimmy, because I'm gonna hook you up with his. I'm gonna hook you up with his personal assistant, who actually happens to be the former husband of Lisa Lips. How's that for a little incestuous?
What a combination!
Why just Jimmy? I want to go see Chris Angel again.
Oh, well, you can go too. You don't have to go to the Olympia.
I can do a Jimmy and I can do a wrap up show without actually having watched the show. Though.
Yeah, that's it. Well, you guys can go Sunday night because the Olympia's over. I'll send you guys Sunday night. You get to go backstage. You can hang out with his Tom, his assistant, whose ex-wife I said is Lisa Lips. He can tell you all the stories, and then Chris. Matter of fact,
my friend
will probably bring you up on stage.
My friend Mike Hammer's the magician, and he works with Chris Angel. That's how I got to meet him before.
Yeah, I know who that guy is. Yeah,
so what time is that Sunday night, Dave? Around possibly.
Jesus, Jimmy,
I have to fly out Sunday night probably.
Oh, you got to leave Sunday night?
I might get like a red eye or something.
You got to go Friday or Saturday night to the Chris Angel show.
Saturday night be better, yeah.
Jimmy, you got to get there.
But Lee will be at the regular show. I got you press passes, Lee, by the way. So you're going to go to the show.
Oh my God, I'm actually going to the show. I'll be able to sit near Bob Ciccarello.
I think Dan's giving you a seat though. You'll actually have a seat in the auditorium.
Oh my God. Will I get a mention? Would I say? And in the audience is
probably not. Probably not. They'll probably won't mention you. Yeah.
I'm going to
go to the convention hall then, right?
I'm going to wear a bright pink top so I stand out. Fluoro pink.
Yeah, Jimmy, you should just go to the Chris Angel magic show on Saturday night. And then during the day, go to the expo. That's what you would do.
Jimmy's going to be with me for security because we never know what could happen, Dave.
So if I go Saturday night, how am I going to go backstage with Chris Angel after the show?
I'm going to hook you up with his assistant, and he's going to meet you, and he's going to set it all up.
Have you noticed all of a sudden Jimmy's more interested in seeing he's more interested in seeing Chris Angel than fucking coming to see me now.
You already got a connection. You don't even need the connection.
But he's not even
the whole reason why I'm going out there is because of you, Lee. I can give a rat's ass about anything else.
You're going to hang out with him during the day.
You're going to do this. All he's worried about is when can I see Chris Angel? When can I go backstage and see Chris Angel? It's not even fucking.
No, that's not true. No, come on, Lee. We talked about this before this whole Chris Angel thing. Come on, please. I asked you if you had another toilet so I don't blow up your bathroom.
It's okay, Jimmy.
I'm Italian. When I go to the bathroom, man, the paint comes off the wall when I go to the bathroom.
Hey,
I just stick it out for your interest,
Jimmy, I think what you do is
Chris Angel. You can see Chris Angel. I'll just sit in the room waiting for you to return, okay?
Come on. Now you're making me feel bad now. Forget it. I won't even go see Chris Angel.
Sid's going to shoot a commercial, you guys, fighting to get – you're going to both do your fiberglass shakes, and then you're going to have to fight to get to the bathroom, to the toilet. Who gets there first? That's going to be the next part 2 of the video.
There'll be a lot of reality to that. I'll tell you that right now.
Walking down the strip in Vegas looking for a toilet in a casino.
That does happen, Lee. That does happen. I'm getting older now, my birthday was Sunday. You know that. I'm an old man now.
Oh yeah, I know it's your birthday, Jimmy. I posted all over Instagram.
I saw all the posts.
I posted over Facebook, and
I put a heart on every one of them.
Jimmy had to remind me. I didn't even remember. So
I did. I reminded Dave. I did.
Yes, he did. Thank you for reminding me.
I said, by the way, I'm an old man today. I said, I hope you're okay. I just turned 63.
Oh, you're like Mr. G now. Yeah.
No, I think he's older than me, Mr. G. Right?
Oh,
Isn't
he is? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I think he's
I was there
64.
talking. I was there talking to Jimmy for an hour while his phone was getting blown up.
All I know is
yeah.
all I know is that once you turn like 63,
That's another story, Lee. What, Dave?
Once you get to like the 3 number, 3, 4, like I'm 54.
Right.
The next big number is right around the corner. So like you turn 63, but 70 is like around the corner already. You know, that's scary.
For who?
For you. I got 50 coming up first. 70 is scary for you.
Come on. Look at the
The
bicep.
only
Come on.
number-
Look at this man. Look at this man at 63 years old here. I'm still a fucking animal. Bad back,
Yeah.
numb feet.
We'll
I'm still
we'll
going.
We'll get that fucking 63-year-old man to fucking Vegas, for fuck's sake.
Jimmy, you bet. I hope you've been doing cardio. You know this guy's going to run you ragged over there. You know, walking.
And
he likes to
you know
walk.
what? No, Jimmy, I just
I
want
started
you to know,
going over here to LA Fitness across the street.
I don't want to guilt trip you, Jimmy, but just say you don't get to Vegas and I fucking die.
Yeah.
And you could have been like, you know what? Fuck, I miss seeing Lee. I didn't go to Vegas. That could have been our last.
He doesn't
time
need any
together.
more guilt trips on him. Lee, please. You're going to kill this guy of a heart attack. You know.
I don't have the shotgun far away, Dave. So I'm definitely. Listen. I'm 99% sure I'm coming because there's a lot of fun things we could do together.
You should have bought him the ticket, Lee. If you would have bought him the ticket 3 months ago, he wouldn't have a choice now. You know.
He's got the credit there for the ticket from the last ticket.
Yeah.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Well, that was American Airlines, though, right?
Yeah, I'm flying American. If I can fly American all the way from fucking Australia, you can fly from fucking.
No, he's got to. Lee, if you don't give him a direct flight, he'll never make it there. He'll call you from Niagara Falls that he's stuck in a snowstorm or something.
No, I listen. I got to talk to my friend Josh. He's with United, and that's, I'm on his friends list, so he did me a real solid. Josh.
Oh, that's great. If he can
get so I really just fly, and I only pay tax on flights.
So you do a buddy pass? Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's like I'm on like he's like
he's a flight attendant. You got to suck him off to get the flight. But
the problem, Lee, with the buddy pass is that if there's no opening on the flight, you sit and wait, don't you?
I don't think so. No, you get an actual.
Don't tell Jimmy that.
No, this ain't. Yeah, really, man. What are you trying to do?
No, I don't want him to fucking the airport, Lee. It's the holidays. He'll be there like fucking. That's Home Alone movie.
The 15th. What holiday's on the 15th, Dave?
People are traveling for Christmas. Okay.
That's the 25th, for crying out loud. That's
It doesn't matter. They travel. 2-week vacations. They take. Probably school's out by then. I would think. Right. The 15th.
I don't think so. No,
I bet you school's out.
No, Christmas is only like kids only get a week, I think, or something like that. A few days. That's it.
If Jimmy doesn't turn up in Vegas, he's never going to hear the end of it. I'm going to fucking haunt him and fucking annoy him. Here I am sitting in my room all alone, enjoying my time, just hanging out.
No, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna train a little bit together. We're gonna eat. We're gonna hang out.
Well, you do know to do that. You have to be there physically in person. Right.
I know. I'm gonna get it together.
You got to take him for sushi on Flamingo over there. All you can eat.
Sushi. We're going to fucking steakhouses and prime rib. Fuck sushi.
Jimmy loves sushi. You got to get him sushi and sake.
I do love sushi. Jimmy I got to be honest with you, though. I'm afraid because if we go, we wait together and I get bad sushi, I'm going to be on the toilet the rest of the whole time.
Jimmy and I are going to sit in front of the penny slot machines and get drunk and film it. That's what we're going to do.
Lee, do you see what he's the most worried about? Have you picked it up yet? Where he's going to shit. He's afraid that you guys might have to go to the bathroom at the same time, and he's going to shit the toilet bowl. And
there's bathrooms in the foyer of the hotel.
Let me tell you something about Lee. Lee will fucking sterilize that bathroom 40 times a day if he has to. You ever see this guy clean? He's a cleaning maniac, Jimmy.
I know. I love Lee. Listen. I'm telling you, we'll have a good time. We'll time the bathroom just right. Don't worry, we won't have an issue with the bathroom. All right, we'll make a schedule.
Jimmy,
so
I get
just
up.
know that
you should hold on. What you guys have to do is you have to stagger your fibrilize doses. Like Lee,
exactly.
You can't take them at the same time because then you have to go at the same time.
Exactly.
Or what
exactly.
we can do is, if we have to go at the same time, Jimmy can sit down facing this way. I'll sit on his lap facing this way,
Oh,
and
we
we'll
could
just
do
sit
that.
together.
Yeah, we could do that. Yeah, yeah.
We can like hug. We can hug and shit at the same time.
I'll just put like a green leaf bag
can
on my
play
lap and I'll
twiddly
punch
sticks
a
with
hole
each
in the
other.
middle of it. That's all.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
can
nice.
pay-
That's a good thought.
Yeah.
Friends that travel together,
Listen,
shit together. Five
if
Of
you-
course.
if you guys do that, you better get married before you do that first. I don't want any of this out of
Oh, that
marriage
might happen
stuff.
too. When
Yeah.
you're in Vegas,
Yeah.
crazy shit happens in Vegas.
Yeah, if we get drunk in Vegas, Jimmy could end up pregnant.
I'm
I
gonna bring
hear
one of those
little-
little rubber baby dolls, Lee. I'm gonna shove that up my ass for the moment.
Oh my
me-
God! Yeah, we can have like a birthing suite. Jimmy, give
Milos
birth.
here is an ordained minister. He can marry you guys. So
Who?
We'll be like walking down the strip, and Jimmy goes, "Oh, Lee, I think I got labor pains. We've got to get back to the room. I'm about to give birth."
and then he realizes it's just he's got to take a shit. That's all from the sushi bar.
Oh
That's
my
all.
God. So anyway, I'm glad my phone is working. I finally got
Me
this
too.
thing to function. I mean, I hope it works on after hours too. But the phone, I
Oh,
had a
after
terrible
hours,
phone experience.
Jimmy, I've got to say, after hours, Jimmy wasn't on the last one, but
No.
I
I
wasn't
think
on the last
after-
couple of them. I can't
He's
get
working.
on.
He's
Well, you
working
didn't
too
miss.
much.
You
Then
didn't
I was
miss much.
working.
You didn't miss much because now I have to watch half the show on picture search because I just can't stand the dynamic of the show, Dave, because you got all these fucking ringings on there that I just can't fucking stand.
Let me ask you a question. Now, you, Eric, the trainer, passed away. He committed suicide a
Yes.
couple of days ago. Now, you actually met him at the because he was on that Muscle
Yeah.
Beach Hall of Fame committee.
And he was at the when I went to Venice, he was at the breakfast that Legendary Food sponsored. Thank you, Legendary Food, for sending me the.
Oh yeah, I
sit-
wanted to mention that too.
Did you guys like those cinnamon buns?
Yeah, and I did a video about him yesterday
got
too,
him
and
sent out to you.
I said to people on the video yesterday, if you got blindfolded and I gave you that, you would not know you're eating a healthy
No.
thing. It tastes so good.
Did
So
you warm
Dave,
them up?
I was going to ask you about that. I got this in the mail.
That's
Hey,
what I
yeah.
sent to you.
Who sent it to me?
Legendary Foods. I told you I had them sent to you. Ron sent them to you. The guy who used to own Quest. Now he owns Legendary Foods. They're keto cinnamon buns. You
Yeah.
put them in the microwave for 15 seconds, Jimmy. You'll fucking love them. You'll never.
And like I said, and
So-
if you didn't know any different, you'd swear you're eating a real one, not like a healthy one.
Yeah. Make sure you
So-
open the wrapper up. Take it out of the
Yeah.
wrapper before you do it.
I didn't read that bit first, and I threw it in the microwave.
Me too.
And I saw a few sparks. I went,
Me
"Oh,
too.
fuck."
My wife screamed at me. She's like, "Are you an idiot?" I said, yeah, "Obviously, yes. Yeah, obviously, I am an idiot."
They feel very
Who reads,
soft. I mean,
who reads instructions?
Not me.
so Lee, is this the guy? Is this the? I sent you the picture when I was in California.
Yeah,
with Lee.
yeah,
Yes,
the one
that's
that made
right,
the
yeah.
Pop Tarts.
That's Ron, yeah.
Yeah, the one we met at the breakfast.
we met him at the
Yeah.
the little gathering there in that room.
Yeah. And we
He's
also
a great
met,
guy.
and we also met Eric. Eric was there, and as Dave said, you talk about a guy that was so positive and fucking upbeat and shit, and he invited me to go to his gym while we were there and this and that. To think that he fucking put a gun to his head, that's pretty fucking, you know.
Jimmy talked about stuff like that, but you would never do it, Jimmy. That's the difference, you know.
No, I would. I'll kill somebody else before I kill myself.
That's right.
I got a list, but
we all
so
do.
I-
We all do, Jimmy.
I know who's first on my list, but I'm not going to mention it. But anyway, I want to say thank you.
The ex mother-in-law, wasn't it? Jimmy?
I want to say thank you for the product, and I'm definitely going to use it before I go to the gym and after I go to the gym. I'm gonna check it out.
Well, the
Thank you
good
so
thing,
much.
Jimmy, about them is that there's only 2 net carbs in the whole freaking thing, so it's actually a healthy Cinnabon. That's the amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it actually feels like real food. It ain't not like
it is. It tastes real too.
That's the
yeah,
whole
Some
idea
ice
behind
cream on it.
Yeah, no, I really
Actually,
appreciate
I've
it.
actually
I
lost
really-
I had to lose a bit of weight because last Thursday, when I have dairy products, I get puffy. And I don't know what
Yeah,
happened last
me too.
Thursday. I was craving milkshakes. So I had a milkshake on Thursday. I ended up having 5 milkshakes Thursday, 5 milkshakes on Friday.
Five milkshakes.
I went on this milkshake craze
He's
for
like
all
12
weekend.
years old, Jimmy, again.
What
He
the hell is
regressed.
what the hell is wrong with you? 5 milkshakes in one
I would have
shot?
shit my pants
I
like
don't
on
know.
the first
I was
milkshake.
depressed. I was probably depressed thinking that Jimmy hasn't got his ticket to Vegas yet. I'll be there all by myself.
He's gonna kill me if I don't go, man.
I'm a stress
my
eater. Thinking Jimmy's not going to be there. I'll be there all alone. I fucking have to defend myself when people come to attack me and shit.
You might
I have to ward off the people at the convention hall.
Yeah.
Sure.
You might cause Lee to do cocaine and tie his penis to a coffee table too if you're not there, Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy.
I understand the cocaine, but the penis to the coffee table, I don't understand that one.
Ask Lee.
You know, because
Is
it
that
went
an inside
soft,
joke or something?
No,
Yeah,
Lee did that.
Yeah.
Oh, you tied your penis to a coffee table?
Yeah, because
I don't even understand that. What's behind that?
Jimmy, because
Yeah.
you know, it started off. You have a little bit of cocaine. Your cock's still hard. I was watching porn, so I'm stroking my hard cock. I did more coke. My penis went. So I thought, fuck it. Now it's like jelly. What can I do? So I looked down. I said, I got a shoelace. So I tied one end around the end of my cock, the other end of the coffee table, and I was stroking it like a barber sharpens his blade.
Now I understand.
That's when
the way Dave said,
laughing.
I thought you laid your cock on the coffee table.
No, I'm sitting
tied
on the
it.
floor.
Now I get
picture, this is an image, Jimmy, because now I started laughing because I'm sitting on the lounge room floor naked. I got coke on the coffee table. My cock's tied to the coffee table.
Yeah.
I'm
What a
watching
scene.
porn. My cat's looking at me, and I thought to myself, if I fucking die right now, my mother finds me, and my cock's tied to the coffee table.
That's not going to look good. Yeah. How about the paramedics? When the paramedics come to your house, they're going to look at you and say, what the fuck what is this guy? What happened to this guy? He must have lost his mind before he blew his mind out.
Yeah, Jimmy. So if you don't come to Vegas and there's a coffee table in Vegas, I'm blaming you.
Well, maybe we'll do it together. We're doing it each side of the table.
Jimmy said that's not a bad idea. I never thought about doing that.
Yeah, we can take turns. We can take turns stroking it. Hey, if there's not a coffee table, there's definitely an ironing board, so we can use that.
Well, usually in those suites, they have a nice coffee table in front of the couch, so we'll be all right.
Oh, we'll be right.
What
and
hotel
we'll
are
put
you
five
at, by
pies
the
in the middle of
way,
the
Lee?
table.
In case I have to call the paramedics, what hotel are you at?
Well, we'll tell you off the air what hotel, what the room is, and everything.
Yeah, if we're meant to meet Sid, let Sid know if we're going to meet him at 10 and we're not there. Send the paramedics.
All right. We'll send the paramedics.
Yeah, Sid's going to be there too, right? Because they text me.
Yeah.
John Romano's going to be there.
Romano, that's right too.
John's going to be there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really?
I'm the only one.
Oh, there you going. Lee wasn't good enough. Now fucking John.
Wait, I heard Leslie's going too because she texted me also.
She lives there. She lives there now.
Oh, okay.
All of a sudden, Jimmy's got reason to go.
Yeah, no, you
Jimmy's like, Leslie's gonna be there. Oh, fuck Lee. I'll just hang out with Leslie.
No,
yeah.
Troy texts me too.
Well, maybe Leslie can give us counseling while we're tied to the coffee table.
Well, that's what I was figuring. I was figuring while we had our cocks tied to each end of the coffee table, that Leslie could do an interview with us and ask what our psychological problem is.
Here's a better idea if there's no coffee
Maybe
table.
Leslie could tie your cocks to the coffee table. That might be more interesting.
She could do that.
Here's a better
and then she
idea.
could step on him with high heels at the same time.
I'll tie one end to my cock. You tie the other end to your cock, and we'll just lean back.
That's even a better idea.
You can have a tug of war. You can see who can win the tug of war.
Then Leslie could stroke the string and play notes, and we'll lean back and forth like that, so we can make a ball. Do like a Chinese ceremony,
skip and rope like the double
Jimmy,
Dutch.
you used to do those towel exercises with your penis.
They were great.
If you guys had a tug of war, you think you would take Lee pretty easily, right?
Oh, I think so. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know.
Back in the day,
I got a good firm helmet that will hold onto the rope pretty good.
Lee, back in the day,
Lee's got a lot of scar tissue from that trip to the hospital. He took that time.
I have to say that towel. I should have patented that exercise with the wet towel.
If you're got foreskin, Jimmy, that shoelace is slipping straight off.
Yeah, I got to say the head of my penis is it's not doesn't have a tremendous edge, so I'll probably have to duct tape it on
I got a good edge, as
Yeah.
Dave said, from
Yeah,
the
but-
trauma.
but Jimmy, you got the Italian penis. You could actually tie it in a knot around the rope, right?
Yeah, I have a very thick sausage I'm Sicilian.
My cock looks like a German soldier helmet coming out of the trenches in World War II.
Well, I'm Italian, so I got like the Benelli shotgun end. It's very thick. I got a very, very, it's strong. It's very strong.
It looks like the stratosphere.
Yeah, right.
There you go. Right. Yeah. Oh my God.
Anyway,
Speaking of the Liver
Dave,
King,
did you talk about my phone problem on the show?
No, I didn't. You want to tell us the story? You said you had a bunch of stories to tell us. So.
I know, but I don't know if we have time because I know
we got time. Tell us.
Well, so what happened was, so I wasn't going to get a new phone, and then, but everybody's he's laughing. So everybody's like, oh, the 14 Pro, the 14 Pro, the 14 Pro. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let me go see if I got I could get an upgrade, which I did because I had an upgrade 2 years ago. So anyway, I went in there and I sat down with this guy, and he's explaining the whole thing, and he goes on my account, and he's like, oh yeah, you're due for an upgrade and this and that, military, and oh yeah, we could do this and that, and then we started talking about each other a little bit, and he said, oh, I used to be in mortgages, and now I'm over here, and I said, really? I said, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, you
started
talking.
Now what did you do? Go for dinner and fuck after that? Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
he's cheating on you, Lee.
I know.
I actually didn't like the guy. Anyway, so I could tell he was like a fucking car salesman.
Was
anyway,
did he know Todd Gringer?
Oh no, he didn't know Todd Gringer. No. I didn't know you knew Todd Gringer. You know Todd Gringer?
He did my mortgage. I told you the story already. He did two of my mortgages actually.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Todd Gringer did it, but part of the stipulation for him getting the good rate for me was I had to go and train him at his house. Like he had this upstairs attic, this huge fucking thing, and he didn't know how to work the weights, and I had to go show him how to do it.
Sure you did. We know what happens in the attic. Yeah.
Well, he lived in Lloyd Harbor, right, David?
Yeah, he had a very nice house in Lloyd Harbor. Beautiful house.
So he went to jail. You know that, right?
Oh no, I didn't know that. He did go to jail for what?
Oh yeah, he went to jail, man. So what happened was a while back, I was in the Huntington Village, and I'm walking down the street, and I see this man sitting on the bench,
Right.
And I look at him, and I'm like, holy shit, it looks like fucking Todd, because he did my mortgage too in my house. And
yeah.
What he had to do to get a mortgage from me was unholy. Anyway, so
me too.
Yeah, it was unholy, man. So I see him sitting there, and he looked a little fucked up, like a bag man almost, And I'm like, I said, Todd, and he looked at me and goes, holy shit, Jimmy, pull that shit. He guts up and he's hugging me, and I could see he was like just drinking, and he's fucked up, and he's
he liked to drink, yeah.
Yeah, he looked like a bag man, I'm like,
what hotel did you see him at?
What was that?
Where did you see him again? What hotel was
in
this?
the park?
Not in the hotel.
Oh, in the park. Okay. I'm going to tell you my own story, but yeah, you finish that story.
Huntington Village. I saw him on the bench on the street. So that's true. So this is like years later. I had my house.
That's where you're going to see me if you don't turn up in Vegas. I'll be on the fucking street drunk if Jimmy doesn't turn.
So the guy, I guess he got busted doing mortgages or whatever he was doing. He was doing a lot of dirty, shady shit to get people mortgages, and I was one of them. And then, so what happened was he said he was in jail. He got locked up. He did like a couple of years, and he lost his house. His wife left him, and he got like a lot of time. And he was hugging and kissing me. He said, Jimmy, you saved my life. And he's hugging me. You saved my. I said, how did I save your life? I don't understand. Yeah. When I was in jail, I mentioned your name, and a lot of guys knew who you were.
Oh, really? Oh my God, that's
he
funny.
said, ever since I mentioned your name, he goes, they all like warmed up to me and left me alone. I guess they were beating the shit out of me.
I mentioned Jimmy's name, and they used lube instead of just.
I'll tell you where I ran into him.
In jail?
No, not in jail. I went into the. You remember Tony Abacoco? You were friends with him.
Of course, I just saw Johnny Albuquerque a couple of days ago.
How is this? Tony still around?
Yeah, his health is not that good though,
Yeah, I didn't think so. But he was dating this. Remember when he's dating that really young girl, Kelly? I don't know if you remember.
Kelly or Karen?
This was Kelly. I think it was maybe before Karen, but
Okay.
he had me training her at the gym. He was paying me to train her. So I had to go in there and I had to meet with him like, once a week and give him the update of what was going on and, how she was doing and everything.
You got to be careful with that, man.
So what was that hotel he was living in? The Huntington, that hotel, that really fancy.
The Huntington Hotel. Yeah.
The Hilton, right? So I would meet him in there in the lobby. And we would hang out. We'd sit down and bullshit for like an hour or so. And
he was living there for quite a while, actually.
Yeah, because they burned his house down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not. It wasn't even a joke. Someone like firebombed his house.
Yeah, no, they burned his house down. Yeah.
He's a tough guy. He owned. What was the strip club he owned?
Well, he owned Images in the Huntington Village.
Right, but what was the other?
And
the
then
big one?
And then he owns the one right off the expressway there.
Yeah, but before that, he owned that really
Jolt.
big one.
He owned the one on the 110.
Right. What was that called?
That was it's still there actually, but he's not there anymore.
No, he made that club. He really
he made that club. Then he got then he had the problem.
Kicked out,
he had to get out of there.
But
shit.
anyway, so
it's Jolt. It's Jolt, right? Wasn't that the name of the club?
No, it was called something else. I can't remember. But so he
I
goes.
can't either. I pass it every day. I can't remember the fucking name.
I'm in the lobby with him. He's a serious guy. Like, you don't, you can just tell looking at him. He's like Charlie Arms. He's like a serious guy.
Yeah,
like,
Tony, he's very serious. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's scary looking. He's a big dude, and he's a scary looking guy.
Yeah.
And I was like 300 something pounds at the time. So I'm sitting in the lobby, we're bullshitting, and some guy comes over and he's like, "Oh, Dave," he's like going crazy, and like Abacoco's like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" I'm like, "I don't know." I turn around, it's Todd Gringer.
Oh, yeah.
And he was drunk out of his mind, and he was like, Dave, and he's like, and he's patting Tony on the back.
He's crazy, right?
Tony, I thought Tony was going to kill him. I had to calm him down. I'm like, Tony, he did my mortgage. I said, Todd, I can't talk to you right now. I'm in a meeting right here. Oh, sorry, I'll wait for you over here. He waited an hour for me to fucking get out with Tony, and then I couldn't get away from him. He wanted to buy dinner for me. He was hanging out in the bar over there at the Huntington.
Yeah, he's a loose cannon, man. I with Tony, you got to be careful with Tony because he's not somebody to really play around with.
No. You know what? He always treated me with utmost respect. They treated him with respect. He paid me very well to train his girlfriend, and you know what? I had nothing but positive things to say about Tony. He was a good guy.
Yes, something happened with Joey one time. I don't know if it was. But he ended anyway. Joey locked the gym up one night, and he went out to his car, and these guys showed up with, with baseball bats. And, they did Joey. They did him in a little bit.
I'll tell you something about Tony. Because
I don't know who did it, but he got beaten a little bit. Yeah.
Tony knew how to make money. He was a very smart businessman. Anything he put his stamp on, he made money with. Any club.
Yeah.
Because he paid, he knew he paid people well, and that's why they did, good work for him. So.
Oh, I don't know how we got down memory lane talking about Jimmy's fucking phone, and we're going down fucking memory lane here. Fucking hell.
Wait, so just one more thing before when he had Images in the Village.
Yeah.
Smack in the middle of the village. I don't know how he pulled that off.
They hated him, right? For that, they hated him for that.
They fucking hated him. Yeah, the town hated him. But he used to have like big names there, man. Aretha Franklin and
oh, really?
I didn't know that. Yeah, he used to go down to the club and she was singing that one night. I'll never forget I was there when she was there. And she was singing on the stage. This is at a strip bar, man.
Wow. Well, he told me that Jenna Jameson, which everyone knows is probably one of the most famous sports stars, she would only come to his club. She wouldn't do any other club appearances.
She was at Images also.
She loved him. He said that Jenna Jameson, all he had to do is pick the phone up. She'd come anytime he asked.
Yeah, Tony had a reach. I don't know. God bless him. I don't know how he did all that shit. But.
Because he would pay Jimmy. He said he would pay her he'd give her like $35,000, and then she'd do make extra money there. She was a $50,000 a weekend, type of thing for her.
Well, yeah, because when she was there, the club was packed with guys. Just everybody was just throwing hundreds at her, 50s.
Right, and Tony would charge like $50 to get in a person
at the door. Yeah. I know.
They made big money.
I went there.
Oh, you did?
That night I did. Yeah, I had to. Yeah.
Was it crazy there?
It was crazy, man. Insane. I worked for Tony for a little while.
Oh, I didn't know. Did you get a lap dance from Jenna Jameson?
Nah, you kidding me? You couldn't get that from her because the place was so mobbed and everybody was like all over her, and it was like,
Right.
just forget about it. It's like
Yeah.
you couldn't even get a word in. You know what I mean? And the place is dark and was smoky at the time. Back in those days, everybody smoked in the club, so there was smoke, and you could barely even see.
What happened there? Didn't she crash and burn and like lose her mind?
I think she lost her mind. Yeah.
Yeah. She lost.
Oh, a porn star losing her mind.
Imagine that, right? Yeah. I heard she tied her nipples to a coffee table and was doing coke. And they found her in the hotel.
I actually
she
heard,
called Lee.
I heard she upended the coffee table and sat on each leg.
Oh yeah, that could be. I know somebody did that in a bar or restaurant on a champagne bottle. Right,
oh, really?
Yeah.
With the cork in it still, or did they shake
Everything,
it up and
the
down?
fucking wire, the fucking foil top.
Yeah. Anyone I know?
Uncorked
it. Cocaine was involved in that. Too,
so. It's always the cocaine.
Well, yeah,
I blame the
the
coke.
shit numbs your mind and your body.
All right, Jimmy, tell us the cell phone story already.
Oh yeah. So anyway, I go there, sit with the guy, and he's giving me all kinds of fucking deals. He's giving me this and veterans and that and upgrades and minutes, and he upgrade the plan and all this other shit.
Right.
I was like, wow, great. I said, so when can I get it? He goes, it's coming Tuesday. I was there like Friday or something like that. I says, great. So I waited patiently. Tuesday come.
Right.
No phone. So I was tracking it on the UPS thing.
Right.
And then it comes up. I waited the next day, and then it came up that I signed for it. I never got it. So I'm like, I'm looking at the website. It says, James Pellechia, signature. I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't sign nothing. So I was like, what? How could this be? So I went immediately to the Verizon store, and I'm talking to Natasha. She was the manager.
Right.
And I said, hi, Natasha. She said, oh, hi. I said, I was here last week. I bought the 14 Pro and blah, blah. And I said, came in the, in the UPS, and she says, oh, that's out of our hands. I said, what do you mean it's out of your hands? I said, I bought the phone here. She says, I know, but once it leaves, once UPS gets it, that I said, so what are you saying? It's out of, what do you mean it's out of your fucking hands? I bought this phone here. She says, well, you got to call UPS. You got to put a claim. I said, I got to call UPS and put a fucking claim in? I says, how about you call UPS and you put the fucking claim in? It's your phone. I bought it from this store, and now you're telling me I got to go call UPS and I got to go put a claim in, and I got to fight with them.
Why didn't you pick it up at the store? Why didn't you have them ship it to the store then?
I don't fucking know. I probably should have did that.
She's right. It's not our fault that they didn't
then it gets better. I got on the phone with UPS that day, and I got some nice gentleman on the phone after 30 minutes of fucking computer-generated voices and shit. Press 1 and 2 and 5 and all. I finally got the fucking guy, and he gets on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, how you?" I said, "Yeah, I'm James Pellechia." I said, "I ordered the phone." I goes, "Yeah, I see the order here." I said, "I never got the fucking phone, man." He says, "All right, take it easy." He said, he goes, "Well, I'll get a hold of the cat." It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I says, I've been trying to call you for hours, man. I said, I don't want to lose you. I said, can you help me with the phone here? I said, Verizon dropped it in my lap. Don't worry, we got it. I'm gonna make a call now. I'm gonna call the courier who came to your house, and we'll get to the bottom of this. Don't worry, we're gonna resolve it. Please calm down. I says, yeah. I said, I'm a little upset here. It's a $1,300 fucking phone. And he said, the fucked up thing is that I signed for it. I didn't sign for shit. I never got the fucking phone. All right, take it easy.
The carrier probably stole it, Lee.
Yeah. So then he says to me, okay, no problem. Listen, I'll call you by the end of the day. I said, well, what's your end of the day? He said, 7 o'clock. I said, okay, I'm going to wait for your fucking phone call. 7 o'clock came, went, nothing. I said, this motherfucker. Right? So I go back to the fucking Verizon store, and I told her the story. Natasha.
Why would you go to the Verizon store at this point? They already told you they can't help you with it.
Well, that's what she told me again. So now I'm fucking. So now I'm steaming, right? So now I go home and I grab the phone. I do 611, and I grab the phone and I get the lady on there. Welcome, James. Thank you for your save. All that bullshit. Right? So the fucking lady comes on the phone. I says, yeah, hi, ma'am. I says, I'm James Pellechia. I said I ordered a 14 Pro through the UPS. It never came. They said I signed for it. It's over a fucking week now, and Verizon and Natasha tell me she can't help me, and I got no phone, and I don't want to get blamed for this. I didn't sign for the phone. She goes, all right, take it. It says you did sign. I said, I didn't sign for the phone. I don't have it. She says, all right, take it easy. Don't worry. All right, we're going to resolve this. She goes, I'm going to disable the phone right now. So I don't know what she did. She disabled the phone somehow. I
So
don't know.
someone had activated the phone, the new phone.
No, she said she was going to disable it in case someone else tried to use it with another carrier,
okay.
like AT&T or
Right.
whatever. So I said, I didn't even know you could disable the phone. She says, oh, yes, we could disable it. I said, that's something new. So she said, anyway, I went through this whole thing. She goes, let me get up on your account. This is the best part. So she gets up on my account, and she's reading the whole thing. She goes, yeah, I see it here, 14 Pro. I says, I want the same phone. All right. Oh, and then I told the guy on the UPS, I said, if that fucking box is off, if you find that carrier, and then that guy brings that thing in, that fucking box is open, as you could take that motherfucker right back. I said, I don't want it. He goes, no, it's not going to be open. So now back to the.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Right on the punchline.
Yeah,
Oh,
I got it. So then she says, oh, okay, yeah, oh, I see.
Oh, Jesus, schmeezus.
It's
Calling me, man.
getting
Really
in
pissed me the
trouble.
fuck off.
Here we
So
go.
anyway.
Is that who I think it is, Jimmy?
No.
No.
So make a long story short.
How come your reception sucks all of a sudden?
I don't, because I get a Google number. I don't. This fucking same number from Coke.
No, you're all staticky now.
Natasha just disabled his fucking phone again.
Oh, she disabled the phone. That's exactly what happened.
Can you hear me?
It's all staticky.
Really?
I can hear. I can hear.
It's staticky though. I can hear him. It's staticky though.
I don't know what the fuck. These fucking phones are bullshit. 14 Pro on.
What is happening? I'm gonna kick. Should I kick him out of the studio and they can
But
make him
Verizon,
How do you block when you're on a? Let me tell you something. I can't stand this call waiting bullshit. If I'm on a fucking phone, I don't want to be disturbed. I don't want another one popping up on my fucking screen, man. I'm on a fucking phone, motherfucker. I don't want to fucking hear. I don't want to get another phone call.
Privacy setting or something like that.
I gotta block this shit, man. This is fucking horse shit.
You got to pull your microphone in and out or something like that because it's
How's that?
Terrible.
Oh, really?
It's all staticky, yeah.
I don't know what happened. What happened? I didn't do nothing different.
Because you're abusing the phone company. They're listening in and now they're fucking with you.
Anyway, I'll finish the story, then I'll go. So, can you hear me, Dave? Staticky, right?
Yes, we can hear.
Terrible, yeah. Terrible
You hear me staticky too, Lee?
No, I can understand what you're saying.
It's going to annoy the shit out of everyone watching.
I think you said you're going to go book your airline ticket to Vegas. Is that what you said?
I'm gonna kick you out, then sign back in. Okay. All right. I couldn't take it.
Oh, let's bring up that you talked about quickly the Liver King. Why are people so upset about the Liver King? Who gives a fuck? That's like.
I don't either, but I guess people are upset, and I didn't realize that I watched his stuff, but I didn't know he really harped on the whole natural thing so much that he was natural.
But who cares, really? Who cares? And like,
he's a marketer,
I agree with what you were saying, though. I'd be more upset that Derek leaked a confidential email to fucking people. That's what's wrong. People should be more upset about that.
That's what I say,
About now.
Much better.
Okay.
Hey, Jimmy. How you going?
We were talking about the Liver King, but that's okay. We'll go back to him after.
Oh, the Liver King. I know that guy. Yeah.
You do know?
Not personally, but I've seen
in
him.
In that short time that you were gone, then did you book your ticket to Vegas?
No, I didn't get a chance.
All right, so she's disabled the cell phone for the one that didn't show up.
So anyway, the lady went on my account. She saw the whole thing, and then she says to me, "This is the best part." She says, you're probably very lucky you didn't get that phone. I says, why's that? She said, because the guy didn't give you any deal whatsoever. Your phone would be about $180.
Wow, really?
I'm like, what do you mean? I said that
you
motherfucker told
mean
me he's gonna give me $700 for my phone.
The veteran spiel and everything. He fucking lied.
Oh, the whole thing, bro. The whole thing. The motherfucker gave me no deal, nothing, no fucking veterans, nothing for the trading. The guy gave
Jewish. He's Jewish for sure. Ask Kanye.
I don't know what he was. So then she was apologizing. I said, you got to be kidding me. I feel like going back to the store, rip that motherfucker's beard off. He had me on the fucking table for fucking an hour and a half. It was like buying a fucking car, for crying out loud. A fucking phone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she
Jimmy
sets
was
the whole
there.
thing up.
Jimmy
I
was
says, I
there
want the
showing
phone
him.
overnight. This is a fucking Friday. I want the phone overnight, I told her. She says, no problem. We could do that for $19.95. We can have I don't give a fuck what it is. I don't care. I said, just overnight the motherfucker. I'll give you my credit card. She goes, no, we'll put it on your account. I said, put it on your account. I want my phone tomorrow. No problem. She goes, it'll be there 12 o'clock Saturday. Beautiful. No problem.
Jimmy
Next
waits.
fucking day.
Jimmy
I'm
waits.
No phone. 12 o'clock. 1 o'clock.
Oh.
I said, this motherfucker. I call back up on the Verizon again. And nobody's answering now. It's Saturday. You know. So now I call back UPS. I finally get somebody on a fucking UPS thing. I'm like, where's my overnight thing here? Oh, it's in transit. I said, I'm supposed to get it at 12 o'clock. I paid for overnight 12 o'clock. I paid.
Right.
What do you mean what do you mean it's in transit? I said, it's supposed to be here at 12 o'clock. Oh, I'm sorry, it's in transit. Where is it? Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania? I said, you gotta be, it's fucking 12, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. What do you mean, Pennsylvania? What fucking time is it gonna get here? Well, it says it's scheduled for today. What am I supposed to do? I had shit to do today. Now I gotta sit here all fucking day and wait for this fucking piece of shit phone. I'm sorry, sir. I'm gonna hang up on you. Getting very vulgar. I guess fuck you. He hangs up on me, right? I'm like, this fucking cocksucker. Now I call back the Verizon lady, right? And I get her on the phone. I said, listen, I paid for 12 o'clock. I paid $20. Not that's gonna break me and make me, but 20. I paid for $20 to get it there at 12 o'clock. And the guy told me he's gonna get here sometime at the end of the fucking day. I had shit to do today. I gotta go to the bank. I had to go visit people. I got shit. I gotta sit here all fucking day waiting for this phone. And what if I leave? Somebody's gonna sign for it again. I said, she goes, calm down. She goes, I'm gonna give you back your money. Yeah, give me back my fucking 20. I want my $20 back because I didn't get this fucking phone. This piece of shit at 12 o'clock. Fucking unbelievable, man.
So what time
You know
did
what?
it come?
The motherfucker didn't show up on fucking that day either. It finally came on Tuesday. You believe this shit?
Well, they said Tuesday, Jimmy. They said
Then I
Tuesday.
go to
They
the, once
just
I
said
got the fucking
following
phone,
week.
I went to the Verizon store and I see the two girls here. I said, listen, I just got this phone. I want you hell. I want you hell to get this phone. I said, could you people transfer my information over? Is that a problem? Or is there something going to happen? Are you capable of transferring? She says, yes, we're very capable. Good. Here's the phone. Transfer the fucking information over. I'm going to sit right here and wait.
Isn't there like an iCloud or something like that, like they have with Apple, where you can just
fucking bullshit. They transferred that shit over here. It destroyed everything. I had to do username, password on the Chase account, on the Uber account, every fucking app. I lost apps. I lost pictures. I see what kind of fucking operation you people running over here. I lost all my fucking apps.
Me, Jimmy. I had a phone and my mum
Why
wanted
don't you
my
have
old
an
phone.
iPhone? I've been telling you to get an iPhone for years.
I got an iPhone, but my mum wanted my old one. So I went and got the new fucking iPhone. I said to my mum, you can have the old one. And I said to the guy specifically, if I give my mum the old phone, all the shit that's on it, you can transfer it. Oh, yes, we can do that. I just sit on top of this phone and it just transfers. I said, okay, so we start doing it. 10 minutes. Oh, it stopped. Hold on, we'll have to start again. Okay, start again. This went on for an hour. And after an hour, he goes, oh, there's something going on. It doesn't transfer over. It just keeps stopping. I said, so what do we got to do? He goes, oh, you'll have to do it manually. So I have the same. So I have to remember every fucking password, every fucking thing.
But Lee, hold on. Why didn't you just hold on, Lee? You could have just downloaded it from iCloud. It would have downloaded all the passwords and everything.
The cloud, because this is what I did with the cloud too. She says, put all your stuff in the cloud. So you know what? All my
put it in your ass. That's what you should have done.
Wedding photos, everything I put in the cloud. So now on my phone, I said I can delete them to free up space.
No.
So I delete them from my phone, and guess what?
No.
I deleted from the cloud. So I said to her, where's all my photos? She goes, oh, you can't delete them from your phone. I said, so what's the point of having the fucking cloud if I've got them in both places? I might as well just keep them on my fucking phone. Oh, so I've lost all those pictures. She goes, oh, I'm very sorry. Yes, you've lost all those fucking pictures. So all my wedding photos, fucking everything, fucking gone. I said, so why'd you tell me to get the cloud for? What's the point? She goes, oh, because if you put them in the cloud, or the photos on your phone, they're not as good resolution, so it doesn't take up space. I said, well, I don't need fucking photos everywhere. No. Fucking do I?
It's your backup, Lee. It's your backup. So if you get a new phone, you just download from the cloud all the stuff that's up there.
Fuck the cloud. The cloud can rain on my fucking
bullshit.
parade.
When I got my phone back, Dave, I lost my email. The little icon for the email is gone.
Yeah.
Gone. I said, holy shit. Because a lot of times when you go like on the Chase app or the Uber,
Yeah.
they want to send a message to your email.
Right.
So, right? I didn't have a fucking email. So now I had to go back to the Verizon store
Why
again.
did you have an email? Why can't
The
you just
icon, the fucking email icon, the little
Yeah.
envelope, it disappeared. Wasn't on my phone nowhere.
You got a defective phone.
So every time I went on Uber or Chase or any other thing, they always say they're going to send you a temporary code or I got no email.
You have a defective phone then. You have a defective phone.
I went back to fucking Verizon, and I talked to the little skinny fucking jerk off there, and I could tell he came out. I could tell right away what kind of guy he was. I don't want to mention what kind of guy, but I could see right away what he was. The way he was walking.
He was a fag.
I said, "Oh my God, here we go."
I
said, "Listen, man, I got to tell you, I just got this phone. I went through hell and high water to get this fucking thing. I finally got some apps back and shit." I said, "But I got no email." Oh, he goes, he's looking at my phone. He goes, "Oh, I can't help you with that." I said, "What do you mean you can't help me? You are Verizon. What do you mean you can't help me with that? I got to get my email because every time I try to go get the apps, they want to use it. They're going to send it to my email. I got no email, so I can't get anything back." I says, "I need my fucking email." He goes, "I can't help you."
Look how Verizon treats.
So you still have no email on your phone?
No, I had to go see a friend of mine. He's like a fucking whiz with shit. And he had to go in there and he had to go through AOL, back to fucking, how do I know do all this shit? You know what I mean? And I finally got the fucking email back. I gave the guy a hug and a kiss.
How to do all that?
You had to go through MySpace.
How come Verizon didn't know how to do that?
The guy was an asshole. He didn't want to be bothered. It was like they were getting ready to close, and he didn't want to fucking be bothered with my fucking bullshit, man.
You've been to the Verizon store how many times would you say in the last 2 weeks?
At least a half a dozen times over there arguing with these people.
They must hate you. Oh my God, they must.
Oh, they see me coming, bro. They see me pulling up in the fucking Jeep in the parking lot. I see them go in the office in the back. They leave. There's only one guy at the desk when I get in there. Everybody goes. I see them go through the doors.
You put the new guy at the desk.
The new guy. That's the new guy. Yeah.
They're like, "Oh fuck, here comes that crazy ex-marine."
Yeah, because I go in there with my fedora hat, my sunglasses. They probably think I'm from the fucking mob because I'm in there complaining.
Exactly.
I'm like an old Italian fucking,
Hey, speaking of the mob, I've been watching Tulsa Kings.
I was just gonna say, he took the words out of my mouth. Oh my God. Yeah.
Oh, Stallone. How is that? Is it good?
Great.
Actually,
really
reminds me of Jimmy because Stallone's just got out of jail and everything's new. He's like, "What the fuck's that app? What the fuck's Uber? What the fuck?"
Except Jimmy hasn't been in jail and he doesn't know what they are.
I'm like fucking
Jimmy,
retarded when it comes to this shit.
watch Tulsa Kings. You'll love it. He reminds me.
I was watching an interview with Stallone before that came out. So my back is killing me. I fucked it up with the machine. I got numb toes. I got all kinds of shit going on. You too. You guys too. Anyway, so I'm listening to Stallone and he's on like Fox Good Morning, whatever. And he's talking to the people and he's like, and they said they asked him, "How do you do? Your age? How do you He says, "Yeah, I had 5 back surgeries, the neck surgery, and this surgery." And the one girl goes, She goes, "How do you continue?" He says, "I'm like the Tin Man." He said to me, I fell on the floor laughing because that's how I feel when I'm walking in the mall. I walk like this myself because everything's fucking killing me. You know what I'm saying? I can't even put my arm up in the shower and I want to shave my armpit. I got to hold on to the window in the shower to fucking shave my armpit.
I always like that before I got my shoulders
Well, you better
fucking unbelievable, man. I can't even put my arm on the car window when I'm driving.
Well, you better go out today, Jimmy, and get your fucking walking shoes for Vegas.
I went this past weekend. I was in the mall looking for a good pair of sneakers to keep up with you.
Oh yeah, well I'm going to be. Yeah, I can see it right now. I'm going to be walking down to Vegas.
I already know.
Filming myself, thinking, here I am enjoying Vegas. If Jimmy was with me, we'd be walking down here together. But Jimmy's still on the East Coast somewhere, driving.
This is what's going to happen. I already know. Jimmy's going to go. I'm going to get a call from Lee at it'll probably be like 12 midnight my time. Of course, it'll be like 9 o'clock your time. I'm going to be like, "Lee, what's going on? Aren't you wrapping up the Olympia?" "Well, I'm kind of at the emergency room with Jimmy, and he had a little accident." What kind of accident? "Well, he attacked the cab and in the middle of the Vegas Strip, and he lost. And
Jimmy
he got a little injured."
I'll be like, Jimmy didn't listen. He put 2 knots in the end of the shoelace, so we couldn't get it off. When you get one of those little knots in your card.
I'll be like, "Lee, why do you have an IV in your arm?" "Well, I kind of
Yeah, and then we'll be posting pictures.
I
We'll
felt
be
like I
here
was having a
side by
heart attack.
side.
I figured I was here anyway. I might as well get an evaluation.
We overdid the coke, and when you get the lube on that shoelace, haven't you ever fucking done your pants up really tight and you got to piss and you can't get that knot undone and you're fucking trying to get the fucking knot and you fucking got to piss?
I'll be like, but why does it look like you're locked in the room? Well, Leslie had us Baker Act and she thought we were a danger to ourselves. She called the psychiatrist up and they Baker acted us into the hospital.
Hey,
for the
she'll
next
probably call
48
the
hours.
white coats. They'll come in the fucking ambulance with the white coats for me.
Yeah, that's what they did. Yeah, that's
We'll
what
be one of those jackets like this.
Yeah, we'll be walking out of there. We'll be walking out like that. Right?
Hey Jimmy, I'll be like, hey Jimmy, we don't need our arms though. Look.
At least we still got our cocks tied together.
Yeah. Just lean back, Jimmy. Lean back.
My jaw hurts from laughing too much for an hour straight. Well, Jimmy, go book your flight. Don't send any more cell phones to your house. That's the moral of the story.
No.
And Lee, stay clear of your wife, please, so you don't get COVID and ruin the whole weekend.
Yeah, I've got her locked away. She's locked away with COVID.
If you get COVID like next week, you'll ruin your whole trip. So
yeah, you're done.
Yeah. Well, it's not like Jimmy's going. No, it's not like
better
Jimmy's
sleep with the dogs, Lee. Go sleep with the dogs.
Do they still do your temperature in the airport?
It's not none of that. It's not like. Yeah. It's not like. Well, you know what? COVID could ruin my trip, but what would ruin it more is if Jimmy doesn't get his ticket and turn up.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my God, the peer pressure.
All right, guys. Well, I got to wrap this up. Thanks for joining us again for this insane episode of Iron Rage. If you have any suggestions for Jimmy and Lee, where they should go in Vegas, what they should do.
Can we change the name of the show to Coke and Coffee Tables?
There you go. Yeah, Coke and Coffee Tables. That'll be next week's show. We'll officially rename it. And if you do have any suggestions of where Jimmy and Lee should go in Vegas, or if anyone who owns anything in Vegas wants to invite these guys to do anything that's illegal or anything like that, they're more than welcome to give it a shot. I promise you. Reach out to them or reach out to me. I'll set it up for these guys in Vegas. So
yes, we will do it. Jimmy and I will be there.
Oh yeah. We'll do a
actually, last time just before we go, last time I was in Vegas, speaking of coffee tables and that, every time I walk over those overpasses now, because drunk people cross the road, they built those things that go over the main road.
The bridges. Yeah.
Every time I went up to the top of a bridge and went down, they had these people standing at the top, and every time I walked past them, this is what they said to me. Psst. I'm like, what? They're like, I said, yeah. They go, cocaine, try before you buy. Try before you buy. So I'm thinking, Jimmy, if we go up and we go down each one, and they say try before you buy, by the time we get halfway down the strip, we'll be fucking tying our cock to the lamppost. We'll be
Oh my God.
And on that insane note, that's going to take us to the end of this episode. We'll see you again